It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Trailblazers. For Portland, this is...
We are in the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, home to the Trailblazers, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Simmons is out there with Williams. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Nowitzki in at the power forward. On the wing, Williams. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Cousins. He dishes it to Aminu. Off target from outside. And for the Blazers, tremendous scoring talent in their backcourt. How did they turn the corner in the West?
Clearly, it's going to be with their defense. I think that's where they've had their struggles. They're going to have to get better at the point of attack there and protecting the rim. I think some of it has to do with the lack of discipline, but also you could factor that into being just an inexperienced young group that's still kind of getting their feet wet.
Here's Williams, and Griffin sends it back.
Great to see Griffin going hard on the defensive end. Rejections like that are crucial to his development.
Robertson gets the bucket.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Basket counts. Simmons got his first 2 points.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. He feeds it to Robertson. Picked by Griffin. Aminu hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And Mills kicks to Cousins. Gasol with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Bazemore, and the dunk by Bazemore.
Well, that's some speed right there shown by Bazemore. The bucket is as easy as they come if you run like that. There he is, the product out of Telford, North Carolina. Kent Bazemore has come a very long way during his short time in the NBA. Speaking of Telford, that's got to be one of those places where everybody knows who you are, and Bazemore has that easygoing vibe when you get a chance to meet him.
Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Williams kicks to Simmons. Feeds it to Bazemore. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Outside, Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Over Mills.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
No good from Simmons. And hard scrabble beginnings for Bazemore. Winners without heat. His mom worked 3 jobs to support the family. But what a success story for Kent Bazemore.
Yeah, an incredible story. You can see the work ethic that Kent Bazemore has and how those things have paid off for him. This is a guy who went undrafted, waited for an opportunity, and then pounced on it. The thing is with Kent Bazemore now, are you the type of player who wants to spend the money that you've earned, or do you want to earn the money that you've been given?
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Aminu. No good on the three.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
And Bazemore kicks to Simmons. Nowitzki a screen. Bazemore dishes to Nowitzki. Right side Simmons. Over Aminu. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
Well, you like to finish things on a positive note, and he times that one beautifully.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The away team up by 10. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rank.
When I first got here, my first year was so tough that I didn't really...
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player destined for the Hall of Fame.
And people do talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. You're right about that. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in the NBA's history.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
They've got Nowitzki. Williams is out there with Simmons. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Gasol. And at the 5 down low.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
I'll tell you what, age ain't nothing but a number when you talk about the impact of Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, with his size and shooting touch, he creates so many openings for himself and his teammates offensively.
Here's Roberson. Three-pointer. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside Williams. Pass to Nowitzki. Gasol wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Nowitzki's turnaround, an unblockable shot when he's hitting. Greg, he's unguardable.
And even though he's lost a little lift in the legs, he's worked hard to kind of quicken his release. And just another tweak for a guy who's made a career of adding layers to his Hall of Fame game.
And those are signs of increasing versatility of Aminu, looking much more comfortable from long range these days.
There's the pick, and Bazemore kicks to Gasol. Cousins against Simmons. Back to Gasol. Bazemore for 3. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. And Mills kicks to Cousins. Aminu, the pass to Cousins. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
There's great confidence from Cousins there. Once he gets the ball, he's immediately looking to pull the trigger.
Williams kicks it to Bazemore. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Shoots over Mills. And that one's good. Simmons. Simmons got 6 points. 1:27 left to play in the first half. The feed to Cousins. The pass to Aminu. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. 1:19 left in the first half. Griffin kicks to Roberson. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Sinks the three-pointer. Aminu's got 6 points in the quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Picked by Williams. And Bazemore kicks to Simmons. score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
They can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
Cousins dishes to Aminu. Back to Cousins. Kicks to Aminu. Pass to Cousins. Just 5 to shoot over Gasol. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist from Robertson. He has 5.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dishes it to Simmons. Nowitzki a screen. Simmons passes to Gasol. Back to Simmons. Over Griffin. No good from Simmons. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Aminu. The layup off target.
I give the defense a C+ on that possession, but still, I'm sure he's upset he missed.
And the first half comes to a... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello
Show.
again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny, checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense. Called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
And that is just a...
And we welcome you back to a beautiful aerial view of the I-5 freeway as it flows over the Willamette River here in Portland, Oregon. Well, here's Mills. We've got Andre Robertson. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Griffin. And it's Mills. And it's Aminu in at small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And each coach has his strengths and they've got weaknesses. But if you needed someone to drop a play to get you one bucket out of a timeout, who are some of the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, possibly James Harden, because 2 points can happen after a free throw, right, Kev? So
yes.
I could get James Harden to the line, and then one LeBron James. That's not a bad list of guys to turn to if I need 2 points.
Absolutely. And then what coach would you have draw up that play?
If I don't say Pop, my life will cease to exist. I will say Greg Popovich in late game situations does a marvelous job. Not only, Kevin, of getting the ball to the guy that he wants potentially to get the game winner, but to have options and to make sure that that player sees those options in case something breaks down.
The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That free throw missing.
Well, there's no doubt he's known for defense and rebounding, but you have to admire the work Robertson has put in improving his shooting stroke.
And he sinks the second. Simmons with it. He's got 8. He kicks it to Williams. The dish now to Nowitzki. Back to Williams. Nowitzki sets a screen for Williams. A floater. Portland grabs the miss. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
Well, accurate outside shooting when you're on the road, you find that kind of rhythm. It's hard to do. They made it look easy.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got 11.
Terry Stotts, one of the better coaches in this league, but he really does a great job of making sure that it's always about his players and never about him. One thing Portland has working in its favor is that they've dug in with Terry Stotts as their coach. They have that kind of continuity, and he allows these players to shine up here in the Pacific Northwest. That's when the sun comes out.
And Simmons kicks to Williams. Now here's Bazemore. He's covered by Aminu. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Williams has got his third basket of the night.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
1:32 left here in the third quarter. And Roberson kicks to Mills. Over Simmons. Mills can't hit. Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Back to Williams. Pass to Simmons. He dishes it to Nowitzki. Back to Simmons. Gasol a screen. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And that one misses.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Williams kicks it to Bazemore. Back to Williams. Nowitzki a screen. Pulls up on the elbow. They get it again. Gasol. The shot misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Simmons. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. Right side, Simmons. Baseline J on the way. Missed. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The away team, they lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Right now, we're playing 10. We're back in.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Well, 50% from the floor. They've got Pau Gasol. Simmons is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Bazemore at the 3. Nowitzki with the screen on Griffin. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Here's Roberson. He's guarded by Williams. And Roberson kicks to Mills. Over to the left wing. Aminu, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Griffin with the steal. Now here's Mills. Guarded by Simmons. Rejected by Nowitzki. And Simmons kicks to Gasol. Comes up empty down low. Trailblazers trail by 6 inside, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
Cousins has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Nowitzki a screen. Now here's Bazemore. He's guarded closely. Gasol is screen on Aminu. Just 5 to shoot from the baseline. Another shot, and Gasol with the lay-in.
I mean, is it fair that Pau Gasol could stand on one block and rebound on the other? That's some length.
Mills dishes to Aminu. Cousins against Gasol. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Simmons. He feeds it to Williams. Sweet little floater.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Trailblazers trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist from Roberson. And it's 9 points here for Cousins.
Cousins aggressive in the paint where he can do some serious damage to your defense.
Bazemore passes to Williams. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Gasol, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Gasol showing some tricks there. A superb pump fake. He's an expert at getting guys to fall for that.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And Mills kicks to Roberson. Nice D from Williams. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. There's a good screen. Nowitzki dishes to Simmons. And stolen by Cousins. Roberson the pass to Aminu. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Might be the best thing about Aminu is that athleticism, so always good to see him attacking the defense to force the issue.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the gap to 7.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Simmons left side. There's a screen by Williams. Simmons against Cousins. Off the pick. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Portland.
Pau Gasol always has used that length to his advantage. Defense has such a hard time with it, and that's how he drew the foul this time.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 9. 32 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
An almost entirely new group here for... Portland. Okafor is checked in for Griffin. O'Neal comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Thornwell, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Wright in for Patty Mills. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From outside the arc, kept alive, Aminu, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, huge mistake not to block out Aminu. He loves to generate offense off the glass. We saw it there.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Gasol is screen on Aminu. Here's Bazemore. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Here's Griffin. Portland again missing. Here's Simmons. And so the road team gets the W in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, GF.
Win life is like a highlight reel. I put numbers